Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Duo by NegativeAE, and welcome back. We're playing Loop Hero again. Today's the next day after the supplies episode. I only played one game that day, and that was the game. We managed to get the Intel Center that time, which actually gave us a pretty cool like sand dune deal thing here. Now I haven't actually uploaded the other episode yet, so I don't know what tips people are going to give me on supplies, so it's almost like it's the same day. Plus 3 HP for each enemy with a soul, so I know I've noticed that enemies do have souls sometimes depending on the enemy. I guess I'll have to figure out which enemies have souls. I imagine maybe like villages and then like vampire mansions with the villages. But I'm not sure. So let's kind of run it. We're gonna run it safe though. We'll run it with the knight because I feel like the knight is easier to run. And again, we're gonna go for another supply build, or another supply thing. So what is this? Hold on. Plus 10 max HP. Increases damage done to boss by 4%. Oh, so if you escape with these, plus 1 HP after killing an enemy. If you escape with these, you get these as your things. Got it. I totally understand. I totally get it. Okay, so what we want to do is build that up. Again, I want to test out these desert and sand dunes things, and I think to play Necromancer, you really have to kind of know what is going on. So we're going to leave the Necromancer alone for a second. Even though I like them so much. I like them a lot. Necromancer is a cool class. Ancestral Crypt. It's 3 HP for killing. Grants resurrection after a hero's death. I feel like we place it here because it's not touching anything. We're not going to place anything there. Moves HP bonus from armor. So that may or may not be bad for us. Who knows? Who knows? We're just playing things by ear here. So we can't get extra HP. But we have a max HP thing. So does that mean we can never get max HP? And then, hold on, let's see. Desert. Lowers every creature's HP by 0.5%. So this can be placed anywhere. There's no, it doesn't get any bonus for being stacked next to each other. Although I imagine if you stack a bunch of them next to each other, something happens. I don't know. Counter, plus 10%. Good. What we want. Want to look at this thing one more time? Okay, so we want things with souls, basically, is what it's telling us. And slimes are artificial. I need to start paying attention to things that have souls. We'll start placing like a rock mountain over here. That's pretty good. And then we could place a road lantern somewhere. I don't know where we would place it. And then we have a desert. I'm just gonna place them next to each other because I'm curious if something happens if you place a bunch of deserts next to each other. Lowering enemy HP is pretty nice too. Okay, we got a lot of slimes at the beginning, but that's okay. About to get a bunch of loot from sand dunes. I didn't even read what sand dunes do. Are they the same? Lowers all creatures' HP by 1. Okay, we're gonna make like a little bit of a pattern here. They don't have to be next to each other, so I'm not too worried about what's going on. Vampirism's nice, but I think we want to go for okay, wait. Sure. I actually learned that magic damage isn't that bad. So magic damage is actually pretty okay. Evasion, that's just better, which is good. We want to equip things that are better. I really like this desert thing. I feel like I would be, you know, when Avatar. Anybody actually watch Avatar: The Last Airbender? I feel like it's relatively popular, so I think a few people, right? But I really like that show. It's probably one of my favorite shows. If you were like, what's your favorite cartoon? It would probably be up there, if not number one. It's really cool, and whenever I used to watch it as like a kid, I would always be pretty happy with already here. With the Earthbenders, like even though the Earthbenders kind of sucked, like I just like the idea of like bending Earth. I remember like on the was it the playground? Was I in middle school when that was like airing? No, I couldn't have been. I was probably in like high school or something. I don't know. It was a long time ago that show aired. We'll equip that. It's just better, and I like it better than a blue weapon. But I don't know, something about like bending Earth sounds like the coolest thing to me. And then they came out with like an MMO, or I guess was it an MMO? My memory is all fuzzy, but it was like one of the coolest things. Dude, you could use deserts to surround treasuries like no problem. Deserts are actually like better stone in my opinion, I feel like. We'll just kind of deal with that. We'll start our cemetery jam up there. And then I have to start looking at things as far as like if they're living or not, because I need to make a mental note as to what is living and what is not. I think we're doing pretty well. Like it was really hard for him to get damage through, which is nice. You like to see it. It's going to be even harder for anything that's not a boss slime to get damage through. We do want to make a Harpy Mountain here. We'll just kind of like do that. I like deserts a lot. Because if you get what? Like one... So every 2 deserts is 1 sand dune. So... 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So we're lowering enemy health by 4.5%. All creatures HP, every creature's HP. All creatures HP, every creature's HP. I don't know if that has any effect on what is going on. And then we'll road lantern that area. I think that's actually a pretty good combination. Skeletons plus road lantern. So could you theoretically, if you have a bunch of sand dunes, right? So like we're gonna place another one. So this is 5 now. Oh no, yeah, 5. So we're at 5. If you place enough, could you theoretically get to like 100%? I mean, you would need 100 of them, right? So no, you couldn't. You can get as many as there are spaces that you're willing to go. So it's honestly not that crazy, but you could get to like 20% lowered health, which is not bad. Okay, so are you alive? You're living, but do you have a soul? So we might want to build something. We might want. So does the scarecrow have a soul? That's a good question. We don't want to place the meadows just yet. And then road lantern, yeah, we can go ahead and shove a road lantern there. We're rolling with road lanterns again. Okay, artificial. So we might need to like relook at our build here. This... I don't want to get rid of the regen per se. Yeah, this is just better, I would say. I like the evasion on our current shield, so we're not gonna de-equip it. Like, everything we have is pretty good. We're looking for maybe another battlefield. That's pretty good, but we have vampirism and stuff on our other sword. Yeah, so this isn't actually that crazy, but I like the idea. We got a dinner table. Let's just open that up. What does this dinner table do? 1 times loop HP for passing the campfire. So just a better campfire, which is interesting. We have to keep, right? So we don't get this on this run. We take it home, and then we get it the next run. Or do we get it the run that we get it? And then also, when we bring it back, we can equip it for every run. I don't know. I'm not sure. I will... at some point, you have to devalue the evasion. Because our defense is 4. This is all of our defense. So we kind of have to. If we want to avoid taking, like, shit ton of damage. Can we just get 14 healing? Or is that 1 and then 4? Yeah, but no, back to my point about Avatar. I forget how I even got off track about that. But, nice. But I remember there was that episode with, like, the sand dune people who would, like, ride around with like, by throwing, like, air. I don't know what they would do. But they would bend the sand, so they would think. But then they would have a sail. I don't know. Super weird. It was like one of my favorite shows growing up, though. It was definitely like, I don't know, like back when I was a kid, it was like all about like powers. Like when you were on the playground, it was all about like what like my power is better than yours. Like time, like manipulating time is better than this power. And I always hated the time argument because the time argument was so hard to like argue against. Like if someone claimed the power of time and you didn't claim it first, like good luck. And then we're just gonna do that because they like to spawn a lot. These guys like to spawn a lot, so we're just gonna not let them spawn. Even though that's probably not a good idea. I like 10% chance to stun for a second. Can save you from some damage. It's just I want more damage, so I'm not gonna do that. So if I place this here, can I then place a? Is it like almost better to do this? So I can place the 2 down. And then I'm glad that a thing spawned there. That's pretty helpful for us, actually. Nice. Better ring. Just a better ring. Just a better ring, which is nice. It's nice to see when things are just flat better. Okay, so again, well, I guess it's good that this can't spawn because it will let me see if the enemies there. I wish I could like, oh, that's a boss harpy. That's gonna be scary. I think we can do it though. We're a knight. So we remove HP from as a bonus stat. I think we want to do that. I think we want to do that. I mean, we're a knight. We're pretty strong. Boss slime, not worried about. I mean, I am worried about our vampirism. We don't have very many vampirism items. Maybe that's because we took vampirism out of our deck, or vampire mansions out of our deck. That was a good stun. We stunned him again, and it's a 10% chance, but when it does apply, it's pretty good. And then boom, we just immediately got a better thing. Time is such a hard power to like combat. I'm glad that we're attacking the harpy first. Believe it or not. Just because like there we go. I was gonna say, the sooner we can get rid of the boss harpy, the better. It's a spicy one, but we knew we were gonna lose a little bit of health there. And it actually ended up going pretty well. And then this is probably really good. The amount of attack speed that we're gonna get from this. I think I always wanted like I really liked controlling the earth is good. Controlling the earth, air, like if you claimed the power of air, it was tough because it's like, oh, I'm just gonna surround you with like a pocket of no air, and it's like, good luck after that. Make a little structure down here. But then if you're time, right, like you can just like say, no, excuse me, I just rewind time to the point where you didn't think that you were going to attack me yet, and then I kill you. It's tough, man. Like freaking the woes of little me trying to argue powers. I like telekinesis a lot, because like if you have a way, because like sometimes you would like place restrictions on yourself, and you would be like, well, this is actually not bad. I'll take that. And then this is marketing as a better thing. And it's giving us 100 extra HP. But we lose, what is that, all our regen? No. But our defense, our 6 defense. 6 defense is a lot to lose. Okay, this is going pretty well actually. Except if you could stop evading, that would be great. Luckily we have some evade too. We're no stranger to evade stat. We heal for a decent amount too sometimes. It says lower regen, but I think it's worth it. Our defense is going to be lower. I don't like by 6. That's the whole problem with this. It's like this is lower by 6 defense. What are you supposed to do about that? Yeah, it's nice because it adds more evasion, right? So we would be at what, 25 evasion? But it's almost like, is that worth it? I don't know. Yeah, I like the idea of telekinesis a lot, because sometimes you would place restrictions on yourself where you would be like, oh, well, you have to have like an activation. Like you can't, like it's too cheap to, in the imaginary world of creating powers, it's too cheap to make a freaking, you could just instantly activate by thinking about it. You have to have some sort of weakness. What is this? Again, it's like, I want to take you. Like, that's a good evasion rate, but it's way lower damage. Like, you have to be out of your mind. Like, that's so good, but it's like it's almost 200 more health. I think that would almost be worth it. I think like I have to like convince myself to take the higher gear, just because it's higher evasion, so we're gonna be taking damage less, and it's like a lot of health. Okay, so this is gonna be rough. I have vampirism. We killed the good guy first. We killed the buffing guy first. So this has a soul. So goblin camps are like really good for us. If we continue down this so plus 3 HP every time an enemy with a soul is killed. Grants you 1 resurrection after a hero's death. Okay, so we can resurrect. Like, this isn't our life. We don't have to worry about this life. think we're okay. I think we're okay. But no, I just remember, for some reason, the Avatar makes me think of those conversations, dude. And the animation in Avatar is so good. I really hope that like that show, I think like Phineas and Ferb is like a decent is like decent to watch still as an adult, because I still kind of laugh at some of the jokes. Damage to all 11. Almost too insane to... Gotta be careful. We have no more anything. That is our only evasion that we would be getting rid of, in place of Vampirism plus 12, which is only really plus 4. So we're going to leave that alone, and hopefully, I think the reason is we don't have enough meadows. Like, let's just start. We gotta place meadows down. Okay, I think we're good there. But no, I just sometimes I hope that like shows will just like be like forever in the pipeline, kind of like how Pokemon has been, but not in the same vein as Pokemon. Like Pokemon very clearly is just going to go. This is going to be rough. Probably revive, but I mean we have 11 damage to everybody. Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna revive. Resurrect. Okay, here we go. Boom. Just immediately, I don't even have to look at what that is. Okay, boom. Place some deserts. We got some sand dunes. That whole area over there. What I have noticed is we're getting a lot less, wow. Talk about unlucky. +1 resurrection charge. Sounds really good right about now. So we'll take it. So like, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're at 13% less health. So I mean, I don't know if I value deserts very much. I mean, I guess it's like helping us a lot. I don't want to get rid of regen at all. This is just better than our... And we want Vampirism. Like, we really need some sort of sustain. Nice. Not bad. Okay, we want to keep our current thing. It's gonna be a little rough. We haven't summoned the boss yet. We have a boss, scarecrow, and a harpy. Luckily, we have a resurrection charge. Nope. We got a loaf of bread, so you can probably stack. That's probably good that we got rid of the harpy first. Okay. What is this? Attack speed regen per second. I like it. And more defense. I like it. We need more defense. We got another quest, and of course it's right here. Probably gonna die, but we have another resurrection charge. Our evade is very good now. Yeah, we're not doing so hot this run. Luckily, we have infinite resurrects. Jesus Christ, we've just been resurrecting like crazy. I think in hindsight, like look at how many meadows we have, right? Like we don't have very many meadows, and we've been placing meadows like recently. Like we've been placing meadows recently. And we're still struggling a little bit. And I think part of it has to do with we're getting sand dunes more than we're getting any type of regen. And also, we don't have vampirism mansions. But I don't know. I guess I don't place vampirism mansions normally anyway. I think it's just our sustain that we're not doing very well on. Like, we don't have a lot of vampirism. We don't have a lot of regen. Although we started to get regen here just now. But I think vampirism is just a better stat than regen is. Unless you get the regen stat that gives you stuff. And we haven't gotten very many skeleton things either. And I'm also very surprised we haven't gotten another battlefield either. I mean, we wouldn't place it, but it's just like there's a lot of stuff in our deck that we just haven't drawn. Part of me wants to leave coming up on this loop. I think that we're not well enough to do well here. Probably Oblivion that. Oh, well, actually, you know what? It might be this Ancestral Crypt. Now that I think about it. The major thing that's changed is this Ancestral Crypt. And I think it's probably... Let's look at this real quick. I want to see, actually. Harpy has a soul. So this is good for us because it gives us... It gives us a thing. This is better. We lose our vampirism. But we have to get rid of it eventually. Because... we need something. This gives us regen, lowers our defense and everything. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, I don't know. We decided to keep going, which is insane to me. We're doing okay though. Our evasion's what, 26? Good. Get a ghost, and then boom, that's the other treasury. That's another thing we haven't gotten in a while. Is a treasury. I think we just focus on getting that taken care of. Now, we're gonna want to wait to see actually before we use this Oblivion what the quests are gonna be, because we could probably. I think we can handle base enemies on this run. I like our ring that we have. Okay, good. Not bad. The more deserts we get, the happier I am. Oh, we should have used the deserts to pop this. Since they don't have to be... I'm placing deserts like they have to be next to each other. They could just be anywhere. Evasion 14, which is really just 4. Which would give us 30. Damage to all would be nice. Plus regen. We lose 16% evasion. I can't give up that much evasion. I can't give up damage either. It's like we're very stuck. This is not that much lower, and I don't know why we're not taking it. I think it's because I value evasion too much. And then this is what? Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. We're moving too fast. Attack speed, regen. Damage to all 2. Lose our defense, which isn't very high to begin with. We're gonna keep what we have. Say please stop evading. And you have a soul, right? Yeah. So if we do this again and if we do the Ancestral Crypt, we want to flat defense. 16, which is more than half of our current defense. Well, actually, it would be 10. It would be It would be technically 11 more defense that we'd be getting. And we would be losing other things. So we get 11 more defense, which is not half, not over half our defense. So I think we just leave it. That's a good ring, though. We're doing a lot of damage for what we have going on, though. I almost like that a lot. I almost like that a lot. We lose our defense. We keep the attack speed, but we gain vampirism instead of... See, is that better? I almost think so because of how much damage we're doing. We're doing, what, 40? We take, what, 10% of that. That's 4. We'd be healing, is what we're healing right now. But if we add 13 to that, that's 20. That would be 8. I'm trying to do math in my head and it's not working. We keep our attack speed. Heal for 8. We'd probably take a little bit more damage. I don't know what the defense stat is. Like, is that a flat damage reduction to the amount of damage that they're doing? Or is that, you know, each defense point is a percentage off of whatever is going on? You know, I don't know. We already have regen. You know what? When in doubt, let's go with the stat numbers. This is higher. We'll just keep the regen. Okay, wait, just a freaking second. Jesus. This regen per second is insane. It's like really hard to not take anything here. Defense is up 3. Vampirism counter. What do we have? Counter magic damage is what we're losing, and vampirism. We would lose all our vampirism in place of regen per second, which would be a very high regen per second. We would be healing for 7 every second, which is pretty good. Plus the added defense. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Seven a second is really good. And so is 4.2. But we lose 12% attack speed and 5 defense. I can't do it. Okay, lower. Higher attack speed. Oh no, same attack speed. That's just not good. The beauty of our build right now is that our regen per second is pretty crazy. Damage to all vampirism 15%. Lower defense. Odd. We're kind of behind on loot. I'm surprised that we're making it through this loop because I didn't expect to make it through this loop. Okay, we got a 9. Losing regen per second on that. We're also losing damage to all, which I can live with, to be completely honest with you. But I can't necessarily live with the regen per second going away. Plus, it's like 10% evasion. You know, that's all our evasion. We got a cemetery. Let's put that up. And then maybe like road lantern again. They don't stack, right? The effective lanterns can stack. So let's like super lantern this goblin king. It's odd that I got a 4 loot. That's actually insulting. What is this? Regen per second is down. We lose the attack speed. For counter 12? Sounds like a shit deal, to be honest. Okay, so skeletons do have a soul. Which is interesting to me. So, max number of potions. That's really good. We should keep that. What is this? Okay, we lose attack speed. We get what? Damage to all magic damage? And counter. Again, we need to keep our regen per second high. I'm almost tempted to take this because we keep our damage to all. Our damage to all is here. We would do better damage to all. And then we would also get Vampirism on top of it. I'm going to take it. And then we're going to keep our regen per second. Wow, that's high damage. Took 128 damage from a skeleton duo. Just great. We're probably leaving on this loop. Let's be completely honest. Let's pop that. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll do that. Yeah, we're probably gonna leave on this loop. We'll take it. Higher regen per second with our Vampirism. And then does this also come with Vamp? No. It just seemed like we were healing for a lot more there. Maybe you heal for less. Oh, I want to leave on this loop, but we have freaking so much to live for. What do we have? You know what? I mean, we've been bullied a lot with this deck. I think we retreat for now and hang out a little bit. I think knowing when to stop is important in life, and we're gonna figure out that is probably the point where we stop. Okay, so we have a farm. I believe that means we have a farm. We can make more. Do we have a mud hut? Did we ever make a mud hut? What's the point of that? Like I'd be curious to see. My problem with this is that it says let's upgrade a building, but it doesn't tell me what you're gonna do when I upgrade it. It just like expects me to be okay with that shit, and I'm not. I have so many resources that I want. So if we run that one more time, we'll probably get one more of these. I don't know how to get these. I guess you just get them by playing. Orb of Expansion. So we can almost get a forest if we get one more thing, which I think would be better than the desert. I don't know. I think maybe a combination of like forest desert would be pretty crazy, because you don't have to worry about them, or at least I don't think you do. And we also want War Camp. I wonder what War Camp does for you. So does River? What if like River synergizes with Forest? What if dude, there's so much. I'm actually, I want to play again, or probably just hunting for supplies for the next couple episodes, because we want much, like, here's the thing, right? It's like I could go to the level 2, and here's my theory, right? If you're still watching, then I don't know what's going on with you, but I appreciate you watching. The bonus resources plus 40, that's nice, but what happens also is the enemies grow stronger per loop, so you're doing less loops, probably, most likely. And then also, they have 2 abilities instead of just 0 or 1, which I think 0 or 1 is awesome, but 1 to 2, like, that doesn't make sense to me, because they're going to be even stronger. So not only are they stronger, but they're also 3% stronger per loop. And this, the enemies are negative 5% strength, which is nice. So it's like kind of easy to like mess around on this level, and you know when to leave because things don't like insta kill you. You have like time to think about like what's going on. So I feel like this is the best area to gain supplies. But I don't know. See, like plus 40 resources is good. So you're getting 40% more resources, but you'll die pretty fast. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad. I'm probably just bad. But the way I see it is doing a loop with a more guaranteed chance to do stuff. I don't even know if I want this, really. It grants me an instant resurrection, but like I don't need a resurrection. And it removes HP items from the pool. Like I feel like that just makes my life a little harder. I think next run we run with some like let's like just dismantle our whole deck and build something completely different than we normally do. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one, and peace out, you guys.